services in the United States are reserved for women or veterans. The few services that men get thrown in our face that are men only aren't actually men only, they're felon only. We got 4 women missing from here in Tillamook. 4 of them since I got here. 4 women that I've personally met. One of them I've talked to the people at Starbucks and the people at Denny's about, because they've brought up her car still being here in the parking lot. I go through my videos a bit at a time trying to find the ones that she's in. I also got all the stuff that I got to take care of for me. There's also Claire is still missing. She disappeared around 2 weeks ago. She was on her way to Portland. She had some stuff to try to turn in. The abuse here. Well, at least 3 people last night affirmed to me that they're aware that the police are part of it. If you know that the police are taking part of it, and I'm not talking about thinking the police are taking part, I'm talking about knowing. Oh, the Norteño situation at Grants Pass. I have not made it to Grants Pass. I don't know if that situation is how I was told it is or not, but I know that I had more than one person inform me that it's a pretty major situation there in Grants Pass. Only one person said it was might have been 2 people told me it was Norteño's there, but I don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't asked around there. I'm stuck in Tillamook. Then there's Breesa. The last time I saw her was with Robert Farnsworth. And then there's that short lady with the dark hair and the blue eyes, and I don't know her name either. He was claiming the lady was his sister. I was informed that she is not his sister. That's one thing is out here about crazy people wanting to use the term family so loosely. These ain't your family, dude. It's obvious that judges don't care about the people. They care about the money. Their judgment will be passed in the direction of the money. The only way to combat this is for people to stand up, for people to speak up. When something is horribly wrong, the evidence needs to be fucking looked at. It should have never been made their word versus mine. Why was it made their word versus mine? Because I had fake friends like Kayla Trujillo. Because I had internet wingnuts that I had to depend on, like Carl Rogers, Dan Faber, Layla Johnson. Why? Because my family didn't give a fuck, and because my friends didn't give a fuck. How many years did it take for Ariana to finally call me? 6. How many years did it take for Caitlin Tatum to finally call? 6 years. 6 years of pretending to be my friend. And then when she finally did call, it wasn't about being my friend. It was about covering her own ass, her own fuck-ups, because she knows if anybody listens to me, she goes to prison. What are the chances of her going to prison for this? Well, She's female, so not that great. But I'm an at-risk adult, and this is long-term abuse. So, a lot more significant than most women. After 6 years, you finally pretend for 5 minutes to give a shit. Congratulations. Yeah, you're a great friend. You allowed 6 years of abuse to go on. You literally ignored every fucking bit of it. Went out of your way to play fucking retarded. And then you want to talk to me and type at me like I'm fucking retarded. Jesus goddamn Christ, you're a fucking idiot. A lot of people are dead. They're not dead because of me. They're dead because of you. Something could have been done about the situation. But you don't give a shit about men. What does the law care about? Money and blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girls. That's it. You have rights if you have a house. If you don't have a house, though, you're stuck. You're not allowed to live anywhere. You're literally not allowed to live anywhere. It's against the law for you to live anywhere except your own fucking house in the United States. That is nationwide. And any of you who want to argue have never been there. If you've never been there, you have no place to argue because you don't know shit. That'd be like a third grader arguing with a nuclear physicist over how nuclear weapons work. Or over how a nuclear power plant works. One of them got educated. The other one thinks he knows everything. Or she, I should say, as in most of these cases, it's been women who are predatory. Women started the predation and men followed suit. Women started the abuse and men helped them. None of these men who got a hold of me, or women who got a hold of me to threaten or harass me, none of them started it. All of them did these things because they heard something. They heard a rumor. Meanwhile, you get to see how the Dual County Sheriff's Department, they'll lock me up over hearsay. They won't even look at fucking evidence. What the fuck are you doing? Oh yeah, you're twiddling your thumbs, being selfish. Now, I would say the reason that this situation is so screwed up is because people don't want to help. If it's not happening to them, they just simply don't give a shit. There'll be pretty words of, I'm sorry. I'm not here for a fucking I'm sorry. I didn't make this fucking channel for an I'm sorry. I made this channel so I could speak the truth. So that I could try to get this evidence to the courts where it needs to fucking go in a timely and efficient manner. But you know what? I told you what would happen if I had to go in alone. And not a goddamn one of you, especially those of you with tits, gave a flying fuck. I have a dick, so I have to... What? What? What makes it okay to victimize me because I got a dick? What makes it okay to look the other way because I got a dick? What makes it okay for you to play fucking victim when you do something predatory? Just because you have a fucking vagina. You playing on bias makes you an evil person. You victimize someone and go, oh, he can't be the victim, he's got a dick. He's broke, he must be lazy. When Natalie fucked herself up trying to commit suicide, people took her in and took care of her. When I was injured due to the stupidity of others, nobody gave a fuck. To this day, I still have those injuries. But how many of my friends and family bothered to try to understand? Not a single goddamn one of them. Laura Nelson showing what a fucking piece of shit she is. Telling me if I cared, I wouldn't ask her to tell the truth. Bitch, if you cared, I wouldn't have to fucking ask you. You're a piece of shit, Laura Nelson. You have no place raising kids. You shouldn't be allowed around children, Laura Nelson, because of the risk for those children and the fact that you will not speak up if an at-risk person is being abused. You will look the other way. You went and found yourself religion as an excuse not to tell the truth, Laura Nelson. You're complete fucking trash. You're not a good person. All you do is talk shit about everybody else. Everybody else in fucking town. Jesus fucking Christ. A lot of people here are religious. That's alright. Be religious. We got separation of church and state for a reason. It's because religious people have moronically driven this country to hell more than once. You want to hate on Muslims. You want to force Jesus into the schools and force Jesus on every child in America and Jesus in the churches. Meanwhile, we got Christians killing each other over whose Jesus is the real Jesus. Is it the Rambo Jesus? That seems to be the only Jesus any of you believe in. Fucking pieces of shit.